There, that's better. Hello, everyone. I am Darlene. Welcome in. Y'all come on in. Grab your cup of tea, glass of wine, water, whatever you want to sip on. Let's sit down and catch our breath from the week. It's Friday night. Now, I'm here to do some readings, so I'm going to start this live by doing a collective love reading just to see what's going on in the field with love. And then if anybody wants a personal reading, those are available. So let me pull up myself on my device over here so I can see the chat better. And I will get started. And let me know how your week has been and let me know where you're from. It'd be great to hear from everybody. I know I'm not normally here on a Friday night, but I am. But I am tonight. Normally it's a Sunday night for me. And I do plan to be here still on Sunday night, but I am traveling. Hey, Gary, how are you doing tonight, sweetie? I'm going to be doing some traveling, and I don't know what my schedule is going to look like. So I thought I'd just come on here while I could, and we'll see. I'm going to try to still do some reading while I'm gone, but it's a driving trip. I'm going to Minnesota to visit my BFF. And that's a long drive. It's 1,066 miles from my house to hers, one way. And yes, I'm doing it by myself. So that'll be interesting. But I've decided, I was kind of stressing at first because I haven't done a really long road trip like this by myself in a long time. And then I just said, hold on, this could be fun. I always preach about it being about the journey anyway. So let's make this about the journey. So I've relaxed, said, okay, not going to push myself. It's going to be what it is. And I might stop and see a couple of sights along the way. One of them that's actually the only one that's firmly on my agenda right now, I want to go see Field of Dreams. I love that movie. It was one of my favorite movies of all time, still is. And I want to go see that. So, not the movie, the actual place. So, that all happened today. We'll see. Now let me get some cards out here and get our week going. What cards? Okay, I haven't used these in a minute. We'll use the regular traditional Rider Waite deck and see what this has to say. Hey Gio, how are you tonight? How's life? I know, I looked for you last Sunday. I thought I might see you, but you weren't there. But that's life, and I don't expect everybody to be there every time. And I wasn't regular for quite a while, so it's that's a thing. And I see that you just wait 1 second. I forgot to pull that little sticky off. So thank you, Gio. I appreciate that. I see that you just bought a reading. Awesome. Now, what I want to do is do a quick check-in for love for people. You remember I used to do this when I was coming on here regular? I do like a weekend check-in on Thursday, Friday night, and then I would do week ahead on Sunday. But I just thought, I don't know, I felt like, okay, Gary, all right, I got you. I thought I would just do a little check-in for love tonight and see what's cooking, because I have felt some shifts personally. I don't know, just the energy feels a little different. So thank you. I'm hoping for happy travels. I really am. We'll see. It's just, it's interesting because Mercury's retrograde. And that's not the best time for travel. But what you gonna do? You can't put your life on hold. That's silly. So I'm gonna go and just make the best of it. It might end up being an exercise in patience for me. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm gonna do my best to just kind of go with the flow. And I might take y'all with me. I've been debating about maybe just doing a little travel vlog, as I'm going If anybody gives a hoot about that, I don't know. Okay, show me what's going on for my collective audience in love, potentially. And let's just say for next week. Okay, that wanted to come out. Do you? Do you really? Do you really? He was a little reluctant. This king was a little reluctant. So that's noted. That is noted. Yes, look, I know. I just had the sense. And it's funny too. I got a message that says somebody needs a reading, and I don't know who it is. I don't usually get that. I mean, everybody wants, a little check-in, I think. I mean, if you're into this kind of thing. But I just felt the strong message. Somebody here needed something tonight. So here I am. Do you think that would be, does that sound interesting? Okay, well, I'm not going to do that while I'm driving. Clearly, I'm being silly, but okay. Well, I'll try to do that. Try to just kind of get down the road a little bit. I was trying to remember the name of the town that I am planning to make my first stop, and it's on the Mississippi River. So I'm hoping if I can get there early enough to get a little spot with a view somewhere for dinner, maybe, and check in with y'all then, maybe. So, hey Tyler, good evening. So let's see, what does this King of Cups want to say? Because he's feeling a little tight-lipped to me. So he's showing up, but he was a bit reluctant, and that's not an accident. I mean, I'm not just being silly. That's really how the energy feels. So we'll see. Oh, thank you, Gary. That's so sweet. I actually washed it because I was going to go get it cut today. I just had a little bit cut off the ends, and I thought, oh, what the heck? I'll just do a little curl. When you get it freshly cut, the ends feel nice and kind of makes you want to fool with it a little bit. Normally, I don't. I don't. Hey, Deborah, good evening. Welcome here on a Friday. I know it's not my usual night, but I'm glad everybody's checking in. Tyler, the free reading is already spoken for, but you certainly can ask me a general question. Let me get one more, because that could mean a couple of things here before I speak on this. So this can mean either, I said this king feels a little like he's holding on, he's tight, he's reluctant. So that could be what this Four of Pentacles is, but it can also mean maybe this is somebody who's holding on to you. Let's see. Let's get a few more cards here before I speak. I remind you of your grandmother. Aww. Well, I am a grandma, so and all the gray hair to prove it. And wrinkles, but I earned every one of them, and I claim and own every one of them. So what is this Knight of Swords? What's this telling me here? Let's see. It's almost like this person is holding on, and they're upset, but they're not wanting to talk about it. So I don't know who this is for, but that's what this feels like. Just energetically, that's what this feels like. Oh, how sweet, Tyler. Thank you. Well, I don't know about the last part of that message, and if you talk like that, we'll block you over here. Yep, Queen of Swords. Now, interesting that came out sideways. This could be you, collective. Sideways. Yeah, because I've got a... Sorry, that was my best friend messaging me. This is somebody, and again, this could be you, collective. It's like you've got your back to this king. Again, I don't know if you two are not talking or not. Now, when it fell, I know you can't, it fell like this. Well, the camera's backwards. I can't show it to you, but it's backwards. She's facing away from him is the point of this. It's like, I don't know. Do you not want to hear what this person has to say? Is that what's going on here? Thank you, Giselle. Appreciate that. Deborah, it's right on for you. Okay. You got a text from the jerk after not hearing anything for him for weeks. Yeah. Well, Mercury retrograde brings him back around. That's what I'm just, I'm more of an energy reader than I'm a card reader. Y'all know me well enough. You're my regulars. And, I was reading long before I picked up tarot. So I often just feel the energy before the card comes out. Yeah, and you might have had some difficult words. I'm not speaking to you specifically, Deborah, but this can be an argument, a difficult conversation, harsh words even, or it just might mean you're not talking at all. To me, most of the time it means you're not talking, but after that difficult conversation. More than often, that's what it means for me. And Cardinal Rule is saying he doesn't have anything to say to you. Well, the interesting thing is, this is the King of Cups. He's not really saying anything. He's just sitting there on his throne with his cup. He's very stoic. He's very stoic. So you're right. He's not saying anything. But the fact that he came out says he has feelings. That's what it means. Somebody here with feelings. He's holding on to the connection. But things aren't unicorns and rainbows right now. And, kings and queens for me are people in relationships. And so now I've got this queen sitting here with her back to him and her sword up, I might add. So I think the word for this is prickly. Yeah, this feels prickly. Just prickly. Gosh, I'm squinting, y'all. I need to put my glasses on, but I just don't like the glare. Elaine, I think that's what that says. Good evening and welcome in for you guys who are here for the first time. Oh, I see it now, Elaine, Emily. And I've already committed to the free reading that's already spoken for, but you guys can purchase a personal reading. That information is pinned in the chat and also the comment section. What else do you want to tell me here? Okay, thank you. That was great. Yeah. Did I say it? You're not talking. You are not talking. I think you both have a lot you're thinking about you'd like to say, because this the High Priestess knows everything. Obviously she's, I'm sorry, I want to get rid of that message. She knows everything. She sees everything. She's very wise, but she doesn't speak. She doesn't talk about what she knows in the upright. So it's like you're both sitting in your separate corners right now is what this feels like. Oh, wait, did I have something else turn over? Hang on a minute. Oh, shoot, I just turned the half deck over. Wait a minute. Let me get back on track here. There we go. Well, hey, Nancy, how are you tonight? Surprise! I'm here on a Friday night for a change. Okay, so we see what's happening, but where's this going? Wow, why are you showing me this, Spirit? Come on, show me. What is the potential here? What do we need to know for my collective? Okay, that's a lot, but we asked, didn't we, that it's a missed opportunity, that, yeah, let me see, is this both of you? Okay. This could be both of you. For some of you, I think it is. This feels to me more like this is how you're feeling, and I'm putting you, my collective, as this Queen of Swords. Now, you could be the king. You could be either one here. You have to find where you belong in the story. So bear that in mind. And tarot doesn't have gender. It's a masculine energy and a feminine energy, and that has nothing to do with gender. So I think what you're feeling here, or are going to feel if this hasn't already happened, is that maybe this was a missed opportunity, maybe, or this is something that's it's like a can being kicked down the road. Maybe you're not really, somebody here is not really dealing with the real issue, is what this feels like. It almost feels like, well, I don't want to say an avoidant, but it could be for one or two of you out there, because nothing's happening. You're both kind of feeling like, well, I don't think this is going anywhere. That's nothing, no creative energy, no fertility, so to speak. That's what this, and somebody here, wait 1 second, I want to turn on this light, although it's not my favorite, but it might help. Like, there we go, that's a little better. Has really lost their confidence over this, whatever this is. This could have had to do with, or could have to do, but because we're talking about future, with someone either wanting to do things unconventionally, being a bit of a rebel, or maybe this person just didn't want to commit. Maybe that was the core issue here. Yep, this could be that, because they weren't willing, or are not, or will not be. I keep forgetting. I tend to talk in past tense, and we're asking about what's coming. They're not willing to get a new perspective here. They're not willing to surrender to the energy that's here. And that is causing this heavy burden. So again, I don't know who's who. This feels to me more like this is the masculine energy here. Again, that doesn't have anything to do with gender. That's what this feels like to me. Hey, Adia, I just saw that you clicked on, hey, sweetie, how you doing? Deborah, I don't miss anything but a bunch of hooey, right? Oh, Adia, thank you for saying that. That's so very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you, sweet friend. It's been 2 weeks and I was right. I don't like being right about some things. You do know that, right? I just deliver the messages. Doesn't mean I want it to be what it is. Oh, goodness. Yeah, there's been some conflict here. Somebody has just, oh gosh, I'm hearing so stubborn. Ooh, I'm hearing stubborn. Yep, somebody has dug their heels in, is what this feels to me like. And not, again, back to that, I'm not willing to change my mind about things. I'm not willing to leap off this cliff. I'm not willing to maybe start over here. I'm not willing to take a risk. And I think at the same time, this person knows on some level that their ego is a problem here. And I'm going to call it ego, pride, whatever, their stubbornness. I think they know that that is a factor here. Now, they may not say that out loud to you. I really don't think they will. So, what else? What else? Yeah. And I think you're losing passion. You're just saying, we've got Ace of Pentacles and now the Ace of Wands in reverse. Like, I think you're just saying, I think I'm over this. I think I feel a bit manipulated here. Somebody feels a bit manipulated here. Or you just don't have what it takes, or you don't want. Yeah, this is 2 groups of you. Some of you saying, I just don't have it in me. I do not have the wherewithal in me anymore to pursue what it would take to make this a just situation. Now, you apply that whichever side of this you're on. Because I think that would lead to if I gave to that extent, it would most likely lead to my own personal unhappiness. That's kind of like sacrificing yourself for for the good of the relationship, and then what? And so you may be considering this a lesson learned. Well, and then for another group of you, if you, and I don't think this is the majority of you, but I think that there is somebody out there that feels if they gave in to this, and again, I don't know which side of the equation you're on, collective, but if they gave in to this, they would feel manipulated. Like if I gave that person their way, I would feel like I have betrayed myself and been manipulated. Somebody out there, that's their story. So you're saying, no, I've been up in my head about this way too much, and I realize now that this has been toxic for me and I need to let it go. Or at least for now, this could just be a break. I don't know. There's no real cards of ending here at all. None. It's just saying this is the state of the energy right now. So I just feel like, let me see here. Tony, are you saying it is resonating? Jazzy wanted to follow up on the question that I asked. Jasmine, I think that's in your name, Jasmine. Is that correct? Because I remember doing one for a Jasmine that was not. Did I just say? Wait, what did I do with that piece of paper? I had that written down. Wait a minute. I don't know what I did with it now. Hang on. Yeah, Jasmine. I remember that right. If that's you, I hope you went back and read it. I did do the reading, but if you purchase a reading, you have to be here in the chat. And so I did do the reading for you, Jasmine. It's there in that last live. Okay. It is resonating for you too, Gio. I kind of want to ask, what's the advice here? We see what's happening, but asking you shall receive. Hang on. Lord, half the deck. My goodness. All right. Well, okay. Hang on one second. Let's see what's... Okay, I'm going to sum this up. And all of these cards, I'm going to sum this up for you. Don't invest in somebody who's not investing in you. Yeah, because this is saying, as advice, this is reckless behavior when it's in the reverse. And kind of hoping that this is going to come back around and hoping that this will be right when it does. And yet, there's a part of you that knows in your heart that this is not what you want. This is like the loss of a dream. This is like a state of when you're not feeling healed within yourself too. This is a dream that's been dashed essentially, and Spirit's saying is advice. You need to move on from that. You need to move on from that. If there's no communication, then let it be. Let it be. Let it be. You may feel that you're at a crossroads here. You may feel a bit stuck. Or it's just saying, more likely, move on. That, well, this person may feel stuck because you're not communicating. But again, don't invest in this. You know, mm-mm. Make a choice. And this, if this is someone you're thinking about getting back together with, that would be a no. Take some time out. Take some time out. Pull back. Regather. Gather your energy back, and put that into some self-love, some self, care for yourself. Yep. Yep. So, in other words, yeah, I'm just going to stand by what I said. And I don't mean to sound harsh. That sounds kind of cold when I hear myself say it. But that's what this feels like. And it's just feeling like there's no. I think people can change. I truly do. I need to believe that as a human being. And I truly believe that I've seen them. They can change. But it's not good for you to sit there and wait, because then some people don't. And whether this person changes, whether this person comes the way that you want them to come, if you want to leave the door cracked, that's one thing. But don't put your life on hold for anybody here. You need to move on, because this energy, and I talk a lot about energy here on my channel and frequencies. If you're looking back at this, all this disappointment and this in and out and the loss of a dream here, you're not looking forward, and you're not going to get good things. You're focusing on the loss of the stream. You cannot. That's not a frequency of bringing in something new and that you want. That's just going to get more of that same old disappointing energy. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there. I think that really is what this is saying. This is the bottom line. Move on. Keep it moving. Go forward and do what you need to do for yourself, for your self-care. Where is she? For your self-care. And then, whatever this person does, but we have no control over other people. Nor do I want it. Thank you very much. Nor do I want it. Gee whiz. Hey, Gary, I was thinking about you and your friend. Have you heard anything? Because, I was concerned. That was upsetting. Anyway, I was wondering if you'd heard from him. I remember telling you it felt like 3 days. Hey, Derek, how are you tonight? Oh, amen. That's so accurate. Yes, people only change when they want to, not when you want them to. Amen. Yeah. Deborah's saying, I'd rather get texts I don't have to reply to than have him show up at my door or somewhere I run into him. Deborah, I moved to put a stop to that. I literally moved house. And he doesn't know where I live now. Just saying. That's a boundary for me. And I had to learn that the hard way. But, here I am. So, do what you got to do, girl. Okay, now, he did. Oh, my God. Oh, God, Gary. I just remember feeling, other than the initial feeling, what I was feeling in my gut, I just couldn't get, it was like, couldn't get his energy. And that for me means either somebody's life force is so low, you just can't pick it up, or they've crossed over. I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry. Oh gosh, Gary, that's awful. Well, and I know you probably had other people tell you this, but at least he's not struggling and suffering anymore. I know that's certainly not any kind of condolence. It doesn't help. Oh goodness, I'm sorry, Gary, sincerely. Well, you did what you could, and I know that about you. I know you did what you could, and that's all we can do. Like you said, if they want to change, they change, and if they don't, there's nothing we can do. We can reach out our hand, to help, but if they're not wanting to take it, there's nothing we can do. It doesn't make us feel any better because we're caring people, but still, yeah, that's just sad. Um, and then you are my free reading tonight. So what is it that you need tonight, my friend? How can I help you? Did I miss any? I'm sure I missed saying hello to some people. Oh, is that what you want me to tune into? Is that what you're saying? Everyone keeps asking me how he died. One second. And tell me his name again. Was it Jason? Was it? I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry. Tell me his first name again, Gary. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, Adia sent tulips. Thank you. Aw. Yeah, I was thinking it was Jason. Um, so Gary, what is it that you want me to do a reading for you on tonight? I knew it. I knew it. Hold on, y'all. I've got a new toy. This is just a little inexpensive EMF reader, and you can get one on Amazon, and you can go around and test your devices and all the things with it. That's one use. You can also supposedly if other entities, it's also supposed to be a ghost detector. I don't know if that's true or not, but I thought it would be fun to play with. So, and it was just going off over here when we were talking about Jason, and I didn't know if that was it, but I felt a shift in the energy, and I was kind of wanting to see if I don't know if that's going to work for that or not. I don't know. I'm just playing. I'm absolutely just playing here. I'd like to know immediate future I'm feeling and possibly new friend or lover. Immediate future. Okay. Let's do. Y'all, hang on a minute. There's something in the energy here. Bear with me. You know, y'all the regulars. Something weird might be happening up in here. Did somebody on the live um, lose someone to drowning? So anybody that's here, please let me know. Did somebody here lose someone to drowning? Not drowning, Shadow says. Okay. Well, all right, let me be more specific. Did they die in the water? Oh, you do that too, Gary. You talk through your spirit box. And I did not uh then this isn't for you, Shadow. This is specifically. Have you ever used one of these, Gary? Because it was going off sitting over there, and I know y'all don't believe me because you can't see it. So I was. No. So nobody. Well, this isn't helping then, because y'all know how that works for me. I can't move on. Um, but your team rarely pulls up. That's true. I remember that. It went off again. Why won't you do that for the camera, you silly sot? They don't believe me. Make it go off then. I dare you. Yeah, I've never used the spirit box, but what I know about spirit boxes is you have to be very careful. Like Ouija boards and spirit boxes, those are portals. So you got to know what you're doing and have really good protection if you're using one of those. I have never done it. I mean, I've never, well, I'll just leave it at that. I've never done it. Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for asking it, dear. Thank you for asking. And that's a weird thing. I'm seeing three people. It's a weird. They give me visuals, so for me, it's quite weird. I have Gio's saying I have a friend whose daughter drowned in a pool between 4 and 6 years old. Can't remember. Is that too distant? Not necessarily, no, because this is a child. Now, it seemed like she was a little older. I would say 6-ish could work. I was going to say 6 to 8, but 6-ish could work. The one they're showing me is long, well, longish hair. Maybe not quite as long as mine, but blondish. Not bright blonde, but light brown blonde. Well, here's the weird thing. Y'all hang in here with me just a minute. Always in threes. What happens always in threes? Is that spirits or the um it it's I don't even want to say this. Y'all think I'm crazy anyway. I'm seeing like a cove of water, like a pool of water. Not necessarily a pool, but that's not relevant to what they're showing me. And there's, oh, I get it, spirit. Thank you. Okay, I get it. Took me a minute. There's an adult standing on the bank or on the outside of the pool, outside the water. And then there's this child and then another adult looking. And it's like they're standing on the water, like you would have pictured Jesus walking on the water. They're not in the water, they're standing on the water. And I couldn't figure that. That's why I kept saying, y'all gonna think this is so weird. I couldn't figure that out. What is that? What does that mean? It's the messages for whoever this adult was that's still living. They had a relative that was there with the child and that took the child, was there to greet the child, that everything was okay. They didn't like die alone. They weren't, suffering at the end. which I think is a big concern that we have about people who die tragically like that. They're that's the message that they're passing on to this whoever this adult was. I can't even tell. I think it was a man, but I'm not 100% certain because they're more focused on the child. And so this was a spirit, a deceased loved one that was there to help the child cross over. So she was not alone. She didn't suffer. I think the mother of this child had a nervous breakdown after she passed, or very close to it. Who wouldn't? And there was another child. I think she had a younger brother. I'm not even looking at the chat. I guess I should. Oh, right. The Trinity. Yes. Yeah, Shadow. It was an accident. And then they're not even showing me that. Are you kidding me? Was it really? Oh, it is. Look at that. Ah, it was going over like orange because it'll go here. Let me show you the different colors. I'll turn it off. And when you turn it on, it lights up all the colors. You can see them. So when I had it over here, it was going all the way over anyway to the middle. That's cool. So I don't know who that message is for. You know, sometimes it's for people who will watch this later. I have to believe that this message will find its way to the right person. So I'm going to try to leave that there now. If I can I move on now? I won't know till I pick up a deck of cards. Because sometimes they, I wish I had somewhere to put it so y'all could see it. I don't want to look at it, but y'all could see it. I just don't know where to put it. It won't stand up. I don't really have. I'm going to try to get me a little shelf or something back there eventually. Now I want to get back to Gary's question here. I don't know. Sweetie, there it goes again. I swear you cannot see it. Now it. Hang on a minute, because I've wondered, if there's anything electronic over there, it could be that outlet thing over there. Let me move it up a little bit more. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Did you see it? Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, cool. Shadow says that an interference. Ah. Oh, it's going off orange over here now. Y'all are funny. Okay. You holding it to your chest, you saw? Yeah, because I wasn't really looking at it. Cool. I was kind of hoping that might happen at some point. Now, Gary, I want to scroll back up here and find your question again. Thank you for being patient. You always are, sweetie. You always are very patient with me. All right, come on. I know it was right here. Oh, yeah. I'd like to know immediate future on family and possibly new friend or lover. Okay. So let me get 2 decks here. For Gary. What decks for Gary, please? Okay. This one and... okay. Okay. So, oh, yes, yes. And I am aware of that shadow. I just realized what you were saying. That's why I was trying to pull it away from there, but it's still going. It's still flickering every now and then. That was a real clear one. Uh-huh. Yeah. Will you do it for them, though? See, it was going orange. So maybe it is something over there. I don't know. No, go make it go orange. Come on, show off. Make it go orange. It's flickering, but it's not going orange, is it? I wonder if it's... That's my mic. Okay, I need to hold it out from my chest because see my mic? We don't want that. That is interference. Oh, that was not my mic. All right, let me move it over. Away from that. Interference. Okay. Oh my God, Adia has been a member for 15 months. Are you kidding me? Wow. I can't. Time is screeching by. Well, I can't, it won't stand up is the issue. I don't know how to, and if I'm trying to think of something, see that this is going to set it off because that's my, I think, yeah, that's my microphone, my other microphone. I'm trying to think of something I could put it up against. It's heavy enough. I didn't think through this. Let's see. This is, and that's going to interfere with my reading, but let me see if I can do that. Maybe if I angle it a little bit. Let me see what I can work out here, y'all. Can y'all see it now? And it's further away from the power strip, so that's not it. I am so distracted. You know that. I'm ADD, ADHD, whatever. I'm easily distracted. Okay. Oh, if you just lay it down, can y'all see that? I can't see it on my camera. If I put it to the side, hang on, that might work. If I put it there maybe, or even over here, that'll be less in my way if I put it over here. Okay, that'll work, I think, won't it? Can y'all see it? Okay, perfect. Okay, good. Let me read for Gary now. We want to ask about his family. So I'm going to pull some cards, this deck for, is there a specific question, Gary, about the family, or you just want me to kind of see what the general energy is going on there for you? If I didn't know better, I'd swear this was the love reading, waiting on love, but no, you're waiting on, waiting on, I mean, still apply to family, waiting to get a little love from your family, maybe some appreciation, waiting for them to show you appreciation. I'm hearing. My brother and niece all have left. All you have left. I got you. Well, I'm going to pull cards, but I'm hearing for you. Well, doesn't matter if there's one person or 100 people. Focus on what you do have, not what you don't have. So it's exactly what do you want me to ask about them? Because this is coming through really good. So as I speak, tarot backs me up. It doesn't matter. Focus on what you do have. In other words, put the work into what you do have, Gary, the people you do have in your life. Right? What else? Ooh, that's a lot. Let's see. I'm sorry, I know y'all can't really see all those, but my God, this is really okay. This is really very positive, Gary, for your family. My gosh. So, like I said, that this is talks about, this is the card of the apprentice, putting the work in, perfecting your craft. We're asking about family, so this would be putting in the effort, you and them, but maybe it starts with you. I don't know what your situation is with them, but this looks like something new. Something new is really, I mean, you got two aces here. This is exciting. You got both the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, excuse me, Ace of Cups and Wands. So this is really positive. I'm loving this for you. Now, the Ace of Wands. So these three cards came out together. Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Three of Pentacles. So this may take a little while. It's good. It's positive. It's, something you want to get excited about. It's action. It means taking action. Don't be afraid to invite them to do something, because this is an action card. To maybe that's you start a new routine with them. Maybe you start something new. Like with my family, since I've moved into this new house, I have more room to have everybody here now. And I've started a new routine. At least once every 3 or 4 weeks, all the family now comes here. Even if we just, have a little glass of wine together and go out to dinner, or go out to dinner and come back here and have dessert or something, we're making a point to come together as a family now. Because I'm sort of geographically in the middle between my boys. And so it just means it might take a little work again, but effort. So, in the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, that I know that's, I just think it means in other words, the wheel is always turning. Okay, it's always turning. Now, in the reverse, that means things are not as good as they could be. But that also means there's nowhere to go but up. Nowhere to go but up. And again, collaboration, putting the work in, making the effort, coming together. Again, collaborating, make a plan. So that, I think that's all very positive for your family. And the Judgment card, things coming together. I love this. I'm going to come back in just a minute, because I had already started on that. Just saying. I'm just saying, it was just me. I'm just over here now, I don't have anything. I want y'all to see here. Let me double check before I say yeah. This drawer is actually empty. There's nothing electronic down here. Well, that's a light, but I don't think that would set it off. That doesn't, no. There's nothing electronic there. Just saying. Okay, general reading for Gary. Okay, but now that, not what I had in mind to explode the deck. I don't really think that's going to count. We got to let me get the question out here. Did you send more tulips, Adia? Thank you. All right, come on, show me what does Gary need to know? What's going on with Gary general reading? What does he need to know? Hey, Divine Earth Angel. I am not from Texas. I am a Southern girl. I was born and raised in Georgia, and now I'm in Alabama, but have been in the South all my life. Never lived in Texas, though. All right, show me what we need to know for Gary. Just a general reading then. Yep, Georgia. What are you hardening your heart about, Gary? Or are you keeping your mouth closed about something? What is this going on? You just not wanting to communicate, or feel? Well, this is a little sad. My heart's going out to you. I'm sending you a hug. Maybe this has to do with your friend passing, because this is saying this is literally, this is distracting me. Telling me that, you're feeling a little, oh, people say you're cold, you stoic. Well, stoic would be this king in the upright. This one's in the reverse. That's cold. And I'm not saying you are that way, but you're right. Maybe people perceive you that way. This doesn't feel permanent. This feels like something temporary, what you're going through, where you are in life right now. I feel like you may be thinking that you dropped the ball on something, that you didn't measure up in some way. And I'm hoping this is not about your friend. But I feel this self-judgment here. And let me show you these three. I can pick the cards up here. Two of Pentacles in reverse. That means overwhelm. But it can literally mean somebody juggling. Well, you can't. If you're upside down, you're going to drop things. And that's kind of literally what that means, dropping the ball. Next to the Empress, this just came out in the other reading we did a minute ago. I see you trying to sneak in here. I see you. And y'all, I don't have anything. This is the only thing electronic. I don't have a watch on. I have nothing on. I love that. But it feels to me, next to this Empress and this Nine of Wands, you feel a little beaten down. Can I just say it that way? You're feeling a little beaten down. And honestly, I can relate. Sometimes we go through that stage in life. Again, I think you've lost. It's a combination of feeling losing confidence, but it's different. It's like there's no verve. There's no VERVE, I believe is how that's spelled. There's no, like, there's nothing for me to get excited about anymore. I'm just kind of tired and worn out. I just don't really want to, what's my motivation for life even? And I'm not trying to be melodramatic, but that's kind of what this feels like to me. Hey, Jamar, welcome in. Saturn is a hard teacher, but lessons learned well. You're saying yes. Well, yes, Saturn is a very difficult taskmaster and teacher. Yeah, you felt like you've had to really fight for your place in life. I think recently, or maybe for a long time. I just... This is giving me almost like you feel like the divine has abandoned you. and I know, again, that sounds very melodramatic, but on some level, I just feel like maybe, and now here's the message divine is sending. Because of what you've been through, let's call it karma for lack of a better word. What you're about to be shown that you couldn't see, maybe, and you talked about lessons, so I know you're aware of that. But now you're beginning to see, how do I say this? It's like you don't know, you may, this is a general statement about people, not you specifically. But when we go through stuff in life and we think, oh God, I hope that never happens to me, and then something does happen to you, and when you thought about happening to somebody else, maybe you just couldn't imagine getting through that, but then something happens to you and you do get through it. And so what do you learn? You learn that, hey, you're stronger than you thought you were. You're more resilient than you thought you were. You're more resourceful than you thought you were. You're just stronger all the way around than you thought you were. And so I think that's what this is saying, that you've been through a lot, but guess what? You also learned that you can do a lot, that you are resourceful a lot. Can y'all still see that? Did I move it too far out? And that when you start realizing that, and I'm hearing, having a little bit more compassion for yourself, I think that that's what this has shown you, or is trying to show you, or trying to help you realize, shining a light on, literally, is how resourceful you are. Because you haven't felt that when there's that Wheel of Fortune in reverse we talked about a minute ago. I don't think that's how you felt life has treated you. Yeah, I think you feel you've life has given and life has taken away just as equally. But I think you're getting ready to start something new here. Look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful. Oh my God, your ships are about to come in, as they say. What is that? Yeah. Something new is coming, Gary. You're going to feel like it's a victory after a long battle. It's going to be something that you care about emotionally. It's maybe something you've waited for a long time. And it's something you might have even been working toward, or working for, or working on. It's coming your way. And this, that it might be, it might cause a tower moment. And it might be, I'm hearing, but it also might be because of a tower moment, like losing your friend, for example. And so whatever this is, it's causing you to get a new perspective. It's causing you to rethink some things. It may be causing you to think about what you place value on in terms of your foundation, and things that you consider stability in your life, whatever that looks like for you. Those aces keep coming up for you. This came up in that other reading, remember? Something new and that you're going to feel passionate about. Something coming in fast too. And I don't see what that is, but I'm liking this. Anything else you want to tell Gary? Please. You have learned. Well, if we live long enough and we're wise, we do learn from those things, don't we? You've been thinking about getting into a relationship. Well, that Ace of Cups did come out for you. Yeah, I love this because right as you said that, the cards backed you up. I've been thinking about coming out of the cold here. I've been thinking about going inside because in this picture you can see there's two people here standing out in the cold. Now, if you can tell, it's really warm and inviting in here. I think there's probably, a crowd in there and they got good food and good drink and songs and all the fun. This is a wonderful, heartwarming place to be inside here. But they're not going toward the door. They're walking right by it. And so this came out sideways, which means you might be changing how you're feeling about that. Maybe you do want to come in out of that cold. Maybe you're thinking about it. That's exactly what that means. What do you think? And you're thinking about it because you've been hurt, and that's caused you to pause, literally, emotionally. But it's saying here, but maybe it's time to let go of that kind of thinking. I'm liking this. Yeah. Okay. I love this. What you can't see is that you are indeed moving on from what you may, in hindsight, had perceived as a bad choice in love. But you're moving on from that. You are moving on from that. Thank heavens. I like that. And there's the ace. Yeah, because that past relationship left you feeling like, I mean, it just kind of pulled the rug out from your life entirely. And it affected your finances too. And you didn't feel balanced for a long time. And I'll tell you something else too, but you're a little afraid. It's like, and this is normal, by the way, sweetie. This is normal. I saw you. It's normal. Because when we've been through something that hurt us, we don't want to give our heart so easily. So we stress about it. We lose sleep about it. Not maybe even consciously, but subconsciously, that's in the back of our minds. Gosh, I don't know. Should I put my dating profile up, or should I go to that party and I might meet somebody? No, I don't know. Well, what if I end up back where I was? So that's part of this. And I also feel like, though, that this is you stressing over your own personal happiness, whatever that looks like for you. It's like almost asking you, confirmation, asking you, what does that look like? What does love look like for you? I mean, that's an important question to ask. It's not just about the feelings, it's about the practical aspects of relationships too, because there's a lot of that's all entwined with it. But you have this is beautiful. You have the potential, if you choose to open your heart up, the potential is there for you to have something really, really good that could be coming. And I don't think it's going to be that long. Yeah, you're finally going to get some good karma here. Justice is here. But you have to make the choice. It's a conscious choice, Gary. And so, because you're here, you're a regular, you know what I say about relationships and, well, anything really. It's the law of attraction. It's not the wanting the thing. It's not the affirmations that, you've got. It's like Abraham Hicks says, that what we want is always trying to find us. It's us that blocks it. It's like a water hose. If you're going out to water your grass or your plants, and if you bend that hose and you crimp it real tight, it stops the water. And that's what we do with all the things we want, because of our fears and our concerns and all the things. So we block it. So I feel like the message for you is to try to work on not having resistance. Try to work on I'm open to love. I'm ready to, open my heart, and it's safe to love, and it's safe to let somebody in. It's safe to be vulnerable. I enjoy getting to know new people. I enjoy meeting new potential partners. I know that the perfect relationship is aligning with me now, speaking current present tense. So I really feel like you're very welcome. My last one tried to manipulate me. Yep, yeah. We've all been there, don't we? Takes one to know one. Yep. Takes one to know one. Well, I've got several T-shirts about love, and they're not all happy endings. So I know, but I have learned, and what I've learned, because we were talking about that earlier, is no matter what it is, you've heard me say this too before 100 times. It is simply a mirror. So if your mirror is, I am lovable, I am trusting and trustworthy, I attract beautiful, trustworthy people to me, and honorable people, I am cherished, all the things. If you can say those things and really believe them about yourself, then that's who's going to show up. But if you're still sitting over here and I'm afraid and and all that, then there's a saying, we attract people who are as wounded as we are. So whatever your state of woundedness and hurt and trauma is over relationships, that's who you're going to attract, because we need to heal that. And so the world sends us people who will help us heal that. So get busy getting happy, Gary. Get busy getting happy. Adia, 100%. Yep. Yep. That was a hard lesson for me because, my God, I've given I'm a Scorpio. And let's just talk Scorpio for a moment. And Gio, I know I hope you're still here. I hope you're not minding that we are taking this long to get to your reading. But Scorpios love hard and deep, and like nobody else loves. And so, and we can close the door on that and burn the bridge and walk away in the physical world. That doesn't mean our heart. That has nothing to do with our heart. It may take years for our heart to get over something like that. So I'm commiserating. I understand. I have all the T-shirts, so it's not like flipping a switch. I get that. I'm not meaning to patronize you in any form or fashion, Gary. It's not that easy, but I think the potential is there. It's in your field, meaning it's showing up in the cards that it's ready. It's ready to come in to your experience. And I think all you have to do, I don't think it's that far out. I don't think it's that either energetically or time-wise. I think it's just a matter of you really going in and having that heart-to-heart talk with yourself and really convincing yourself maybe a little bit that you are ready and that it's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable, and nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I do hope that helps, because I think it's looking very positive. That's one of the more positive readings I've seen for you in a while. I love that. All of your cards tonight. That's really good stuff, considering what you've been through recently, especially. So fingers crossed. You're going to be meeting somebody soon. I'm hoping for you. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate you being here tonight. And that's so true. It is a process. That will be more of a, yes, it is. It's definitely a process. Yep. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate you always. And I appreciate you being here. You always lend good energy to our lives. Now, Gio, where are you? Let me go over here and look real quick. Did you post your question on PayPal maybe? Let me look real quick. Let me look. I do not see a question there. Okay. So, Gio, post your question. I don't see it there on PayPal. But I am ready, Freddy, when you are. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Sometimes the chat just freezes and I have to scroll. Okay, yes, question. What and where is my next successful milestone coming from? Personal, fresh, new client, boyfriend, financial. Well, that's about 16 questions. Now we got one question. Let's focus this for you. Hey, Sugar Jumper. Good evening. That's a cool handle. I like that. I know there's a story behind that. I would love to hear that. Hey, South Texas. How you doing? You got your boots on there, Bubba? Okay, Gio, let's see if we can. Okay, yes. What is the successful? Why can't I start saying, why can't I talk? I can't talk because Mercury is, up doing its thing. What's the successful milestone? I was using those, as examples. Okay, thank you for that clarification. All right, let me reread it. I got you. All right. Took me a minute. Thank you for clarifying. Now I'm asking what deck? And I think we're going to go right over here with a little good tried and true Rider-Waite. So we want to ask for Gio, what is the successful milestone and where is it coming from? Is it personal? Is it work, business, friendship, family? Let's see where it's coming from. Where and what? Oh, well, there you go. Well, some kind of a collaboration, agreement. It could be work. Let's see. We'll wait to get more. Might more likely be coming from a family situation, though. Home and family. Something you've been working on. Something you've been putting some time and effort into. Okay, I'm done. Okay. Yeah, so there's going to be some conversation, some messaging here. Oh, God, Super Jumper, thank you. Look at that. Oh, gosh. Wow. Wow. Oh, my God. Thank you, Sugar Jumper. That's so sweet. Gifted, I should put my glasses on, 10, I think it is, 10 memberships. Yes. Oh, my God. Thank you. Well, I hope to meet all these fabulous people. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you so very much. You're so kind and generous, very generous. Thank you. Love having you here, but not just because of that, just because good energy. People who are generous have good, positive energy typically. Thank you. And we pay it forward. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. So let's see, Gio. Yeah, there's a message coming in. This could be someone younger. This could be like a child or someone younger. Some kind of a message, communication about something that has disappointed you, possibly. This could be something that either you tried to walk away from or someone who tried to walk away from you that you might have felt was some kind of a missed opportunity or something that did not come to fruition fruition. I can't speak English. I think that this could be, this has the hallmark to me of somebody who disappointed you, who let you down. Hopefully, I don't think this was you. You thought that this might have a future. You thought this might be something you could invest in. And somewhere along the way, you there was somebody let you down, because now I like that this is in reverse. You know, this is ego and pride winning at all costs. In the reverse, it means somebody who did that and then they were sorry they did it and then they want to make amends. But the first card out, this is the number one collaboration card. Again, this could be at work. This can be, but it doesn't necessarily. And since I do have one other pentacle. Let me see what's down here. This could be coming from someone that was not willing to change, or you thought was not willing to change, or a situation that maybe you thought it was over, or you couldn't get over, or somebody here couldn't get over an ending. That could be too. Whatever this was, if this is somebody, I don't have the Six of Cups would tell me it's somebody from your past. I don't really have that, but many of these cards are kind of indicating. Oh, look at all, I love the emojis, Sugar Jumper. I love the emojis. Thank you. Makes me smile. I love it. This could be, again, I don't know who's who here, but this could be something and someone that you've been trying to heal from, a situation. Well, shoot, and there it is. There's the Six of Cups. So something from your past looks like coming back around. But the way we ask the question, this is positive. You're saying what's coming in that department. Well, this is, I think, something that didn't come to fruition. Now, I want to, okay, I want to ask more. You know, I want to slide that, but I don't want it to get set off by my iPad. Okay. Tell me more. Tell me more. What does this person want? Can we ask that? Is that relative? Okay, let me see. Gio saying, oh boy, my ex-husband always pops up. Do you think that's who this is? This is somebody who's not particularly mature. Yes, it can be somebody younger. It doesn't have to be a child, but yeah, somebody immature. Because he sure did let me down and didn't want to change. Well, that's that. And the collab is possibly my two kids. But why is it a successful milestone? Because I'm done. Well, remember, cards, tarot, and people don't necessarily speak the same language. Let me explain. Because you meaning the general public, not you specifically, people tend to ask very 3D questions when it comes to tarot. I want to know when the lover's coming in. I want to know when I'm getting the new job. I want to know, all those things. And while it can often answer those questions, yes, tarot sometimes, when we ask a question like the one you ask, it can speak about the spiritual benefits, not just, when's my paycheck coming? When's my new car coming? So if I'm answering your question if this is that situation, this is saying it's like making peace with the past is how I would sum this up. Making peace with the past. Because you know what? Now, I got divorced, well, the father of my children, in 2007. And regardless of what happened between him and I made the decision personally that no matter what happened, but no matter how I felt about that, I was never going to let my children be put in the middle of us. And from that moment, we do holidays together. We talk on the phone when it comes to things that are important with our kids. We just put our kids first. We decided to collaborate for a higher good. I think it's, and that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling here for the higher good. But I am going to pull some more cards. Let me see. Make sense. Making peace would be very okay. Good. I mean, that's just what I'm feeling. Hear me talk about that. You're a regular. It's more the energy that the cards are good references, but these same cards could tell 100 different stories, and I feel like that's the story that they're telling for you. But it's also a bit of a heads up for you, that because it's still a choice. I don't think this has happened yet. It's still a choice, and you could say, F off, or you could say, okay, let's talk. Let's sit down and have the conversation. So it's kind of what you do with it. This is the opportunity for you here. This collaboration, cooperation, coming together, meeting of the minds. That's the opportunity. All right. What else can you tell me for Geo? Yeah, because you don't want, yeah. What did Gary say? That's a great question. Do you ever lay the cards in a pattern like Celtic or Tree of Life? Occasionally, but to me, every reader has their own process. And like if I've used that more like for personal readings and my own personal readings, and then when I do personal readings for people sometimes. But the way that my team has started me out, somehow that didn't seem like proper English. Started out with me doing these readings here on YouTube. It's, if y'all remember, because you've been here a long time, it would give me this whole elaborate backstory. Well, that's gotten a little better, thankfully, because that was so time consuming. And maybe that was just them training me to see the difference between that and this. I may have given you a long answer to a short question, but this is kind of how it works for me, because the main agreement I have is to do flyers. When I'm doing these readings, flyers is what I've asked my team to give me. And then, so occasionally I do, but predominantly this is just how it works for me. And it was, yes, that was an excellent question. Yeah, I'm taking that because that was definitely. So the world popped out, Geo, and this is the end of the end of a cycle. It doesn't mean the ending necessarily of whatever's going on, because I don't have that card. It just means a cycle. And that's what this feels like, the cycle. I mean, if you're coming together and you're learning how to get along with somebody that you had a difficult ending with, like your relationship with your ex, this is the end of that. And I'm being drawn here to this. Let me show you. And I should know this, but I don't. Just being truthful here. I'm sure that if I did my homework properly, I would know what each one of these characters in the corners mean. But I can tell you there's a lion, and there's a ram, and there's an eagle. And I can't tell what that's a face of some kind in the other corner. Anyway, the point is, each one of those archetypes has positive and not so positive aspects. So what are you ending the cycle with? Are you ending the cycle with this bullheadedness down here? Or are you ending the cycle with determination? There's two sides to every coin. And and the message I hear is you're going to decide which of these cycles that this is ending. So your opportunity here is to choose. You've got to, this is this is the only major arcana that fell out here. And this is saying, yes, if you do this, if you choose, it's a choice. This can be the ending of a difficult cycle. But it's like you get to frame that. You're the one that frames that. And how you frame it influences how you'll move forward. That made sense to me. I hope it made sense to you. Oh, now wait, y'all got a conversation going. I'm interested in that. And needs to perform. Oh, ritual magic. Oh, God, Gary, I don't think you've ever shared that with me. That is really interesting. Gary, thank you for sharing that here. I think you may the stone is a tongue-in-cheek joke, not a drug. Oh, I missed that. Okay. Oh, thank you, Gio. It does make sense. I see the spiritual aspect to all of this. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation, because sometimes I ramble on and Deborah, so excuse me, Gio, 1 second. I want to answer Deborah's question. Deborah's asking, could your spirit box possibly be picking up a small girl, maybe attached to your new place? You know, Deborah, I don't know. I don't know the entire history here. I'm only the third owner. This was built in 1982. I'm only the third owner, and the previous owners were here for 10 years. So that's a lot of history for whoever here was here before. And I have, you would think, this is the shoemaker's children who have no shoes. The spirit person who does house clearings has not cleared the energy in this house yet, because I have not had time to do that, because it's a pretty in-depth process that I go through. So it's entirely possible. I haven't had any particular personal communications or indications that I would attribute to something outside of my norm. Now, my norm is my brother communicates to me all the time. That could be him here for all I know. These are his feathers. These are, I have a lot of things here. His ashes are right up here, 4 feet from me. So I know that he is here in one of my guides. But I don't know the answer. It's possible. It is possible. Again, I just haven't. I was kind of hoping, if this worked, that, because sometimes on these readings, I just spontaneously bring in a channel. I'm a medium, and I bring people just pop in. It doesn't happen that often, but once in a while it happens. And I was kind of hoping that would show up on here if and when that happens, but who knows? I should take it to an old country hospital. It might overheat. Yeah, it would. That's funny. Maybe I'll take it on my trip, and if I pass an interesting looking cemetery, I'll take it in there. That could be fun. I mean, I don't need that to communicate with them, but I like it. It's just a fun new toy to, whatever. So, what is that emoji, Sugar Jumper? I need to put my glasses on. Yes, the cemetery. I'm one of those weird people. I enjoy the energy in cemeteries. I'm not like your normal. I'm not that's my, I'm different. Because they'll come talk to me. I'm not taking those. I didn't ask yet. So give me anything else that you would like for Gio to know about going forward with this situation, please. Well, okay. That was quick. I love it. Yes. Oh, yes. It's time to put it down, Gio. This is the 10 of Wands. Now, the 10 of Wands resets to a brand new beginning. It resets to the Ace of Wands. These wands represent a battle. Each and every one of these was some kind of a challenging battle. And this person has been carrying these for a very long time. And this is a heavy burden. This card to me comes right at the end of being, this person can no longer carry them. They're putting them down. I've got to put this down. I can't carry them one more foot. And this is letting your guard down, letting your defenses down. I no longer feel that I have to defend some high ground, real or perceived. This is not about who was right and who was wrong. It's saying I don't feel like I have to defend, or the advice is to not feel like you have to defend a position, defend the high ground. Can we just put that in the past? Can we just put that down? Spirit is saying, put it down. It's time to let it go. Oh, I love that as advice. So that this can happen, right? And then that ugly cycle, we'll call it that, can end. Yeah. Ah, yes, this is, yeah. And what you can't see, I love it. Because this was, deceit, things that weren't up and up, but it's in the reverse. When you do that, I think that puts that in the past. What you can't see here is that that is a very good and positive choice for you. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then the communication. Yep. Love it. Love it. Love it. Gio, I think this is a fabulous, I mean, not because I did the reading, but I'm just feeling so much positivity from this for you. This feels, I'm surprised I didn't get more major arcana, because this really feels like a shift, a big shift for you in your life. And I won't say it's an easy one. I do feel that. I feel like it maybe still is a bit of a struggle for you, because there was, a lot of hurt. I think some betrayal and, all the things. And I think you felt very justified in your feelings. I'm not questioning that for a minute. But that old saying, and I know you've heard this, you probably heard me say it, that we don't forgive people for them. We forgive people for us, because it's poison in our bodies to carry that forward. And frankly, as you spoke about earlier, do it for your kids. Let it go. Do it for your kids. And I really feel like, again, that might be why we've got a page energy here. Yep. I just feel like this is a really positive reading, despite these somewhat questionable cards, but it feels very positive energy to me. Let me see what you said here. Oh, God, that is so sweet. Gio's saying, I love how you read to the bottom of the deck. That's one of my favorite things you do. Oh, God, you were so... You don't know how much I appreciate that comment. You really don't. I try not to pattern myself after anybody. I just do my thing, and I follow the energy. What feels right to me. Sometimes I'll turn the deck over, and one card, maybe two, might speak to me, like pull me, like. And sometimes you've seen me, I'll go halfway into the deck, because here's how I look at it. What I've come to learn from my team and what they're showing me, it's like the flyers come out. This is the story. This is the question that you're asking about. The answer, okay. But what's underneath that? What's the story that we're not talking about? What's maybe the story that's already happened? What's the underlying energy that's causing this or affecting this? That's usually what's at the bottom of the deck for me. And that sheds, or it's maybe not even the thing that you're talking about, but it's the real story above and beyond what this is saying. So that's how I use it. And it's because I don't know, it just feels right to me. It's what and I think it's people seem to feel like it resonates. So that's all I have to go on. But thank you so much. I so appreciate you saying that. Thank you, Sugar Jumper, for the sparkles. That's why beneath is it's one of my favorite questions. Aw. Well, Dia 1010. Yeah, I got an 1111 this morning when I was. Oh, thank you, Gio. I just saw your comment about so good. Thank you. Oh, good night. Did Gary leave us? Good night, Gary. I didn't get to say good night. I didn't see that. Yeah, I was so blessed. I've met a new friend, and we met at the nail salon, and it was just one of those instant, you like the person's energy, and then you only have a really brief conversation, and I like them more, but maybe you'll never see him again, and you'll say you'll be in touch, and you trade phone numbers, and you know how that happens. Sometimes, oftentimes, life is busy, you never connect with them, but we did. And it took a little doing because we both had busy schedules, and we tried to plan it last week and something came up, so we rescheduled. Anyway, all that is to say, she is just this lovely new friend. I can't wait to get to know her better. We have a lot in common. She's a bodybuilder, which I love the gym stuff too. I'm not a bodybuilder, but she is, I'm telling you, and she's in her 60s and rocks it, y'all. I'm telling you, she is kicking it. And she's so motivating. And she's into nutrition and all the things, and into, she wants to learn to meditate and all. So it was just a wonderful, I don't know, perk, wonderful event, wonderful blessing to meet a new friend. And so my point is today we were texting, getting ready to meet each other. And I happened to read her text, and it was 11:11, and I sent it back to her, and we both just thought that was fabulous. So that's what maybe the 10:10 made me think about the 11:11. Long story, but anyway. So yeah, I have had some good blessings this week. Whew, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, y'all send me some good energy. I think I've got the repair list done on my house that I'm selling. Put that down. That's done. Check that off my list. And the appraiser came, so all that's done. I just have to wait and pray the appraisal comes back good. I know it will. I'm thinking positively about that because everything's working in my favor. You hear that? I declare it. I claim it. Everything is working in my favor. So that's been my week. It's been a good week, really. Yeah, and you can't see it, but it's coming, Darlene. I love it. All right, guys. Well, I don't know of anybody else. I think that was the only readings for tonight. I am planning to be here Sunday. Although I'm going to try to leave early Monday morning, so it won't be I might come earlier Sunday evening. I don't know. I might even pop up Sunday morning. Who the heck knows? I say I'm going to do that often, and I never do because I won't lie. I like my leisurely coffee in the morning. That's just the darn truth. I don't like to get up and rush, put on mascara and dress. I know. I like that I can have a leisurely coffee on Sunday morning. So maybe we'll see. But I'm planning to be here Sunday, probably evening, but not too late. Anyway, and then I will be hopefully on the road Monday morning if I can get myself together in the next 2 days. And off to Minnesota by way of, let's see, I'm going to go through Kentucky. Wish I could remember the name of that town. And as I said, stop. The first night will be on the Mississippi River. And then the second night somewhere, I think it's near Iowa, lower part of Iowa, I think. And then, so my next day will be when I stop the third day. I'll stop and see the Field of Dreams before I go and to visit my friends. So that's my plan at the moment. Who knows? ChatGPT and I are working out the details as we speak. So who knows? Can't from the other night when I was talking about the tornado, because I paused because yes, I do. And you know, when you do these lives, YouTube takes a little segment and it's called a live highlight. I don't have to do anything. They just take some random cut out of your live and they show it to you. And if you like it, then you post it as a on your channel, whatever, you go public with it. And that was the one they cut out of my live. And so I posted that. So that's now like it's like a short, but they call it a live highlight. And so I don't know if anybody has seen that, if any of you guys have seen that or not, but it was just me retelling my tornado story. How are you tonight? How's your week been? I'm glad you survived the tornado. That's what started me talking about my tornado story. I'm glad you're still here. Yes, that's not something I would want to go through again. I'm glad I'm still here, but yeesh. So your property, everything was okay? I mean, clearly you're still here, but hopefully it didn't do any damage. Of course, property and cars can be replaced, but you know, people not so much. I keep seeing this thing flicker. I just don't know if I can't. Maybe is that me? I don't know why it's flickering. Anyway. Okay, guys. Well, I think I will bid you a good evening and look to see y'all Sunday evening. We'll do the week ahead check-in. So if any of you who've come late in the reading, I just started this with a check-in regarding love for my collective audience. So you might want to rewind it and play that back. And I will see y'all Sunday. Thank you, Sugar Jumper. I really have appreciated you being here tonight and joining in our evening Soul Tribe visitation. And Adia, thank you so much. Love you to pieces. All right, guys, I think that's it for me. Happy weekend. Have a great one, and I'll see y'all Sunday. Okay, guys, many blessings.